Hello everybody, welcome to another review. I'm going to be a little bit quick on this one because I am quite busy and I have a lot of bigger projects to get done, but I'm pretty much getting to the end of the year. There's only a few more albums for me to review. I've got a whole list of albums I haven't been able to review, but I've got around to listening to them that I'll be compiling into a video coming out soon. I have got the worst albums of the year coming out, the top 50 worst albums of the year, top 50 best, and I'll also be talking about stuff coming out in 2026. So out of the way, let's talk about the new Health Record Conflict DLC. Now this is a part 2 to what Rat Wars offered. Rat Wars is kind of like acting like a little vinyl with the A side and the B side, kind of getting two sides of this LP, but this time you're getting C and D, which is kind of a nice continuation. And DLC normally gives you some fun new elements to the game that you're playing, but I feel like here the DLC is just so good that it's become its own material. I'm personally going to say, even though a lot of this stuff probably was written in a different recording session, I can definitely see some of those ideas from Rat Wars passing on to this album, and I think that's actually giving it some of its best, sharper sounds we've had in quite a bit. I liked Rat Wars. It came out December 2023. It was an enjoyable industrial noise rock record, and it had some nice little metal components here and there, but the metal components on this one are definitely more noticeable, and I feel like they hit harder. Ordinary Loss just kind of hits you straight away. It gets you a little bit of a aggression. The guitars are cool, the uncleans are great, but Shred Envy was just generally the highlight for blending the industrial to make it sift into this kind of breakdown with the uncleans. The electronic components of this industrial sound just works tremendously, and then a lot of the other singles as well either follow through with some of the nice sharpest ideas, or it just has this kind of very much natural health feel to it that's enjoyable and flows into track by track perfectly. The new songs we have on here are great additions: DARKAGE, Burn the Candles, and Don't Kill Yourself are actually generally some of my more favorited tracks. I like the ideas they bring. They have this kind of Rat Wars feel for sure, but they also feel more polished and kind of give you a little bit more of this engagey, bit more experimental sounds from Health. It definitely feels like something to be on Rat Wars, but Rat Wars, in my opinion, just doesn't quite hold up compared to what Conflict DLC feels like. It's kind of like putting Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, two amazing games. One was supposed to be two was supposed to be a DLC, and then it became its own fully fledged game, which a lot of people kind of prefer, which I can get. Although, in the case scenario, I do prefer one. I actually prefer the DLC idea of kind of being its own full release. This could have been an EP of just stuff that didn't make the album, but this is a fully fledged album, and as a sequel it's just stronger than Rat Wars. It does everything a lot better. I just generally prefer songs like You Died and Thought Leader. They just have so much fun ideas to it. They're catchy, they're just dark and groovy, and I enjoy the overall aesthetic this album brings. I haven't got much else to say than that, but I think Health has generally done a great job with this, and Conflict DLC, just, yeah, this is generally a better record that I have enjoyed from the band. So I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5, and that's pretty much what I have to say. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.